What is up, and welcome to episode 8 of the I Am No Jedi podcast. I am your host, of course, Geoff Lambert, and this is my daughter, Ava, my co-host as usual. Say hi, Ava.
Hi!
All right, so tonight we got a great show planned. We're going to be doing our draft as usual. We got a pretty cool idea lined up for you. We're also going to be doing some battles. We did some battles last time. We did some Jedi battles. Now we're going to be doing some droid on droid battles, a little violence, droid on droid violence, if you want to say. And then we'll do our character of the week as we usually do. So hang tight. All right, so we'll kick things off here with our draft. Tonight we are drafting side characters to put on the Jedi Council. And the caveat is they do not have to be Force wielders. It's just, if we give them the Jedi Council, we give them the Force. So we can pick characters that don't have the Force. If they go into our Jedi Council, they suddenly have the Force, so they can use it as they see fit. We got some people in the chat already. We got Jamie in the chat. What's up, Jamie? And we got FBI boy, Clanker versus Clanker. Yeah, that's exactly right. We're going to be doing that today for our show. And then we have, who's this? Tanya Townsend.
Sophia.
This is Sophia. And
hello.
That's all in the chat for now. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. So first thing first, we're going to kick it off with our side characters to put on the Jedi Council. And it's going to be a snake draft as usual. Ava, you get the 101. So Who are you going with?
Wait, do droids count?
Pick whoever you want. There's no rules.
Okay, because then that also is helpful. For my first one, I think I'm gonna go Rex.
Rex, interesting.
I feel like he's really well educated in battle, and he's been through like a lot. Like he's had like experiences and stuff. And I feel like he's like a really good team leader, and I feel like he'd be really good in a council.
I like it. All right, so I'm up, and I got two choices. And I was kind of thinking of characters that are already similar to the characters that are on the Jedi Council that we know and love. And I was trying to find guys that kind of fit that same mold. And the first one I wanted to come up with was, of course, we know Yoda is on the Jedi Council. He's a short character, hard to understand, has a different, way of speaking. So I'm going to go with R2-D2 as my Yoda of the Jedi Council.
That actually kind of makes sense, though.
Hard to understand, obviously. Then, of course, he's smaller. But
he's like the more aggressive version of Yoda, because Yoda's all like wise, and R2-D2's like, I'm gonna scream in your face.
Yeah, exactly. So R2-D2, and then him with the Force would be hilarious. I think.
I think the other side would stand a chance. Yeah. R2-D2 with a lightsaber too. I mean, they'd be doomed.
Yeah, exactly. All right, and then I was trying to think of someone in the Mace Windu kind of mold. A character with a little bit of a dark history. He has touched and dabbled in the dark side a little bit, and he's aggressive, and he's not really Jedi-like. So that brought me to a character that is kind of a bad guy, kind of in between, I guess. He kind of just goes with his own path, and I'm going with Cad Bane. I think Cad Bane with the Force. He's just a cool character. For one, he has the cowboy hat, and he just looks cool. He's got the red eyes. I think he would be my Mace Windu of the Jedi Council. All right, Ava, you're up next.
Okay, you got a good one with Cad Bane. So now I feel like I got some good competition. But I do like how you're like taking characters and like changing them into a different universe kind of thing. So I'm gonna kind of like take from that idea, and I'm gonna do like, obviously Ahsoka wasn't on the Jedi Council, but she definitely should have been, because she's better than every single person on there. Anyways, but I like that idea. So I'm gonna say like my Ahsoka would be, because she's like, I feel like she's like a wise, but she's also like outgoing, and like she knows what she's doing, but she's also like good at like improvising on the spot and stuff. I know this might sound kind of weird, but I'm gonna go Omega.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like she's had experiences from, I mean, she was trained obviously by the Bad Batch and like Rex and stuff, but she also was kind of trained from Asajj Ventress in that one episode. So like, I feel like she has different advantages, and at the end she ends up joining the rebellion. She's obviously like becomes a pilot. Like I feel like she has the different skills while still being like creative and like really smart. I mean, she was able to escape the facility that she was stuck in with Batcher and stuff. Like I feel
Yep.
like that's like kind of hard to do. Like the Crosshair died and like he was out in like 2 seconds. So I feel like for a child, that's really impressive.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. So who do you have so far?
I have Rex and Omega.
Rex and Omega. Didn't you pick somebody else too?
No.
Oh, so you get somebody else. You get your next pick.
I want to do. You you got some really good ones. I need to like think of something really. I'm gonna do. I just realized I've been doing all clones.
Yeah, that's why I asked you who you have. You got all clones so far.
Let me try to think of something that's not a clone. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do. I want to do something, but I don't know if it will be good. I want to do Zeb. I feel like as there was a Lasat Jedi in one of the games, the game that Cal Kestis is in. So I feel like Lasats are like really powerful, but they're also like wise at the same time. They're like he's like really strategic and stuff. But he's like still like a fun like person. You know what I mean? Like yeah.
We don't. I mean, obviously, we don't know a whole lot of his species, and we don't know if they're force sensitive or not. So you're just gonna make him have the force. So we have a force sensitive one now.
Well, they have two now because remember there was one in the game. I just told you about it.
All right. Let's see. I am up, and I have 2 picks. So I am going to go with. Man, I had 2 of them on the top of my head, and then it's now my turn, and now I don't remember who they were. Oh, okay. So one of them I think is obviously one of the main characters, and I think a little bit of a rebel, and no pun intended. He's a little bit of in the beginning he's kind of a smuggler, and he ends up being like one of the main characters. I'm going with Han Solo.
Oh, dang it!
Yeah, Han Solo with the Force and being on the Jedi Council. I feel like he wouldn't really follow the Jedi Council's rules. He'd be kind of like the Qui-Gon Jinn of the
definitely.
Jedi, where he's not really
or Anakin.
Or Anakin.
He's more like an Anakin because he's like kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
Qui-Gon Jinn was like wise still. He was a little crazy.
That's true. And then so let's see. That's my 4th character or my 5th.
I think
so I went R2. Oh no, this is my 4th right now. I have 4th. Yeah. So.
Wait. Yeah.
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 Right.
Is it your 3rd? Because you did 2 before.
So I did R2. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
3rd.
So this is my 4th.
Right now, but you might be. Yeah. You just did your 3rd.
No, I had R2. I had Cad Bane. Oh, you're right. And
yeah,
3rd,
now
4th. You're right. You're right. Sorry, we need to keep like track of this. We
really do.
We always mess up. We don't know whose pick it is sometimes. That's all right. So I went Han Solo, and then my other pick is going to be someone that should have been, I think, a bigger part in the original series. She had a very, very small part. We didn't really get to know her very well until Andor. But I'm going with Mon Mothma.
Ooh.
I feel like she, obviously was the head of the rebellion and basically, ran the whole thing. Wasn't very talked about much in the original trilogy. And then we saw exactly how important she was in Andor. So I'll put her on the council as well.
Hi, Cameron. I have a good one. I didn't even think about like senators, so I have a good one. Since I have so many clones on my council, I'm gonna do I did not just forget her name. Give me a second. Senator Chuchi, because I feel like she was very ambitious and she was like risking her own life for people she like barely knows. I feel like that's exactly like what a Jedi is, like someone who like sacrifices themselves for the good of others. I feel like she exactly fits that, and she knew like a lot of Jedi and a lot of clones in her life, and she obviously fought for the clones. I feel like she's also really good at like bonding with people she just meets. You know what I mean? I feel like she would be a good like Jedi.
Yeah, I like it. And this next one is your last pick. This will be pick number 5. So make it a good one.
Oh no, that's stressful. Okay, I usually like villains. A couple of villains in there, so I'm gonna do a villain because I feel like that'd be pretty cool. I'm gonna do what's his name? Give me a second. What I did not just forget his name. Thrawn.
Thrawn. Oh, that's a good one. Very tactical and
yeah, he's like he's outsmarted the rebels more times than I think anyone has. He's like
true.
a super genius, and he like survived on that planet.
Oh yeah, the one.
Ezra just joined the turtles.
Joined the turtles.
He did.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. All right, I am up last, and let's see, what am I gonna go with here? All right, so we're gonna talk about this guy a little bit later in the podcast, but I'm gonna go ahead and put him on my council. He's gonna be our spotlight character tonight. But I am going with Hondo Ohnaka. Again, I don't know why everyone I put on my Jedi Council has a little bit of a bad boy side.
A bad boy side?
Yeah, they're kind of like they go back and forth. R2-D2 is the only one that really is, I guess, in Han Solo. But he did start off as a smuggler, so maybe not so much Han Solo. But yeah, Hondo Ohnaka, I think even without having the Force, didn't he capture Count Dooku? Anakin,
Count Dooku, Anakin, and Obi-Wan all at once. Like that's like.
So give him the Force and a lightsaber, and it's over.
The whole Jedi Council could not capture Count Dooku, and then some random dude just like, oh yeah, you've been captured. Like,
yeah, absolutely. All right, that wraps up our draft. Can you recap yours? You remember who everyone you picked?
I did Rex, Omega, Chuchi, and Thrawn.
So you missing one?
Yeah, I am missing one.
Yeah, you got one left.
Wait, did I? Wait,
no.
Did I do another one?
I think you might have. This might be your last pick because I had 2. Yeah, see, so mine are pretty much smugglers. My Jedi Council is going to be like in trouble with the law.
Mine are just a bunch of clothes and people who like clothes.
Yeah, so I went with R2-D2. I went with Cad Bane, Han Solo, Hondo Ohnaka, and I'm missing one too of mine. I can't remember who else I picked. We need to start writing these things down.
Wait, I swear I did another one.
I thought you did too. I thought you did 5. You should have done 5 because that would have been the last pick.
I did Rex, Omega. I'm so confused.
All right, well, we'll move on. Let us know in the comments who you think won that battle. We're going to go ahead.
It was a pretty close one.
And do our, as I mentioned at the top, we'll be doing droid on droid battles.
I feel like your team would just rob mine.
Yes, for sure. All right, so if you didn't watch the last episode, this is how this works. I've loaded up the randomizing wheel with a bunch of different kinds of droids. And we're going to spin the wheel once. The first character that pops up is going to be Ava's character.
I'm always first in
second,
everything.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it's supposed to be. And then the second character that pops up is going to be mine. And we have to try to defend who is going to win in a head-to-head battle with the other. And it's going to be some pretty big mismatches here because there are some droids that really aren't really good at fighting. But
most of these are like just some little bean, and the other ones are like, I'm gonna tear you limb for limb.
Yep.
So this is gonna be interesting.
Should be interesting for sure. We got the FBI boy saying clankers versus clankers. Let's go. All right. So first character up for Ava is going to be. She's got a pit droid. I don't know.
I can repair ships.
Yeah.
Yay!
So pit droids, if you don't know, for those that aren't, big Star Wars fans, they're the ones that they work in the pit. They just fix.
They
fix
often
ships.
Explode.
They do often explode, and
you
tap them on the head, and they pop into their little shells. So
they're like turtles.
They are kind of like turtles. So pit droid is
what
for
is it with
Ava.
Star Wars and turtles?
I don't know. All right, let's see what we get next. My character is going to be C-3PO. This is going to be the worst fight ever. I don't know if anybody's gonna win this battle. Oh my
I already
goodness!
knew this episode was going to be absolutely hilarious.
I don't know how I can defend any of this. C-3PO is afraid of everything.
I feel like I win just because C-3PO would be terrified.
And I think the pit droid could probably take him apart.
Yeah, like they just be like, like they'd be like the Jawas in Mandalore, but they just took his ship apart.
Took him apart, exactly. Yeah,
I feel like I win, but just barely.
Just barely. That was probably the one character on the board that I couldn't get that wouldn't beat you. That was the one. I think anybody else on the board could have beaten a pit droid.
Well, a Gonki, not really.
Oh yeah, Gonki.
He's a battery droid.
Yeah.
Just go, like
he doesn't do anything.
He's defective too, so he's like,
fair enough.
He just do his job.
All right, Ava's next character is Gonki. Speak of the devil.
You better get like B or something.
Yeah, that's really the only one I can get that hasn't given you a chance. Gonki, if you don't know, that people that don't watch a lot of Star Wars, was in the Bad Batch animation, and he was the Bad Batch's battery droid. He doesn't talk.
He's defective, so he's not even a battery droid. He's just a big hunk of metal.
Yeah, he's pretty much useless, but he's kind of like their pet. So yeah, not a really good pick there for Ava. So let's see who I get.
Oh no.
IG-88.
Yeah, I think I win, obviously.
Yeah. Bounty hunter droid that can shoot without even looking at anybody all over the place. Got multiple weapons.
Versus a slow, defective battery droid.
Yeah.
Who has been used as weights for Wrecker and a chess table for Tech.
Yeah.
I wonder who's going to win that.
Yeah, that's a pretty lopsided battle there. IG definitely takes that one for sure. All right, let's do another one.
Please
Ava.
give me like R2-D2 or something, please. No way!
How do you keep doing that?
I swear I am psychic. I've done that so many times.
All right, R2-D2 is Ava's character, and he will be battling against...
If it's Chopper, I'm going to laugh so hard.
B from Andor. Yeah, I don't think I stand a chance
there.
Again, for those that don't know all the Star Wars universe, B is the stuttering droid from Andor.
He's old, too. He's like a grandpa droid.
He's like a grandpa droid. He stutters. He has to always recharge because his battery doesn't last very long.
He's been peed on by a creature. in the first episode, he's been peed on.
So, yeah. I think you might get that one.
Really?
Yes.
I would never guess.
Yeah, for sure. I think you get that one. Whose FBI boy says 100% Gonks has been modified to hold blasters, so I don't know, unsuspecting attack.
If Gonki held a blaster, I feel like everyone would be doomed.
Yeah.
I feel like he has so much like anger inside of him. Been using it as a table and a weight. Like I feel like he would just like tear them to pieces.
All right, let's do one more, and then we'll get to our spotlight character. All right, Ava gets AZ.
I feel like he's not even that bad.
He's not terrible.
He's not good at fighting, but he's like a pretty good.
Didn't he like save Omega
and Fives?
And Fives, you're right. So he saved Omega like she was underwater or something.
Yeah,
right?
and he also like he helped them multiple times. He also helped Crosshair when his arm was like tweaking out.
Yep.
So, he's also like he's a medic droid and he worked for the Kaminoans, so I feel like he also has a lot of like information.
Yeah, there you go. So
he could be helpful depending who you get.
Yeah, let's see who I get. BB-8 would be the only one. Oh, the Dark Trooper. Yeah, I don't know.
He can just fly away.
That's about all.
But they can also fly, so I don't know.
Yeah,
it'd be a battle of flight.
Yeah, I think Dark Trooper. I think there's not many characters on here that the Dark Troopers couldn't beat.
Other than maybe like R2.
Yeah, Dark Troopers.
He just got the plot armor.
They're from. We saw them in. They're most famous for in the Mandalorian when, of course, Luke Skywalker shows up and dices them up. But up until then, they were pretty much beating the Mandalorian and his little crew.
They kidnapped Grogu like 12,000 times.
Yeah, so pretty badass droids there. All right, so that wraps up our battle there, our droid on droid battle. And I kind of alluded to it earlier. Our spotlight character of the night is Hondo Ohnaka.
Yeah.
who we've already kind of said, he captured Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin, and Count Dooku all at the same time. Had them all at the same time. Tried to sell them for a ransom.
It's funny because he's always like drunk and high, but he's also like a super genius. Like he's unconventionally a super genius.
He really is. I mean, the fact that he kept coming back in the series, right? When you first saw him the first time, you kind of thought he was just a side character. He did his thing. You wouldn't see him again. And then he kept coming back, and then he ended up tricking Ezra.
Yeah, he's like annoying, but you also love him at the same time.
Yeah, and then when he got his little friend, the little pig, I can't remember his name, in Rebels, when he had the little pig.
Oh, yeah, the little pig dude. I forgot his name.
just be running around all crazy.
I kind of feel bad, though, because every single one of his men died.
That's true.
Like, I feel bad. Like, that, like, imagine living with the same people your whole life and then they all just die.
And they all die. And then he has his ship that they are all on.
His ship, like, is taken and stuff. Like, he has nothing.
Yeah. He was.
So I feel bad, but also, like, he's also kind of annoying at the same time. But he really made a comeback in Rebels. Like, I was not expecting to see him.
Yeah. And he ended up being, part of the Rebels. He ended, he kind of thought he was a bad guy in the beginning. Then he kind of got the hint that he was more about just himself. And then at the end, he's, making the ultimate sacrifices to help his friends and to help his pig friend, especially because he had to save him at one point. It's so
random because he met him in a jail cell, I think.
Yeah.
And then like they just became best friends. The pig did at first even seem like he wanted to be there. He was like, "Just get me out of here, please."
Yeah, he was a pretty cool character. But yeah, you had to watch the anime. I don't believe we've ever seen him in live action, right? He hasn't been in any of the...
I don't think so. He should be. That'd be like cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. I'd love to see him in Tales.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be
like
cool.
His story, like during like Bad Batch time, because we don't see that.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Speaking of which, I forgot to tell you, I haven't seen you since yesterday. So I was watching TikTok last night, and they are releasing a Star Wars Visions Season 3. Yes. If you haven't watched Visions yet, go watch it. It's kind of like if you took Star Wars and you took Japanimation and you combine them in together.
And they're like different, like...
They're all different short stories.
Yeah, and they're like, none of them are like technically canon. They're like different like concepts and stuff.
Yeah, like one of the concepts is I think the girl color. She uses color instead of the Force.
And the other one where she like all the kyber crystals have been turned to the dark side and she like fixes them.
Yeah.
Like it's just really cool. Like there's a lot of different concepts in every episode. It's a new art style. It's like
the animation is definitely
it's so cool. Like
really, really different. So it's
if you like anime and you like Star Wars, which I know most of you do, it's like definitely like you should watch it.
Yep, go watch Visions for sure. There's Visions Season 1, Season 2, and then Season 3, as I just said, is coming out, I believe, in October. I believe it's like the middle of October. Visions 3 coming out, and there's a big long trailer. You go on TikTok and you search it, it'll pop up. It shows you a little bit of all the ones that they're going to have. Really, really cool. So I would go check that out. Tanya, I see you haven't watched a whole lot of Star Wars, so appreciate you tuning in. But yeah, I don't know if Visions would be the first one you'd want to go out and watch, but definitely if you want to go watch Star Wars, we appreciate you tuning in tonight, though, for sure. Again, guys, that wraps up our show. Please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Share it with your friends. We're trying to grow this channel as much as we can. We love Star Wars, our shared passion for Star Wars. And we just saw the Grogu and Mandalorian trailer just came out recently too. So we got some good stuff on the horizon, some good content that we're going to be putting out. So really appreciate everybody. And check out the shorts too. We'll cut this half an hour video up into shorts.
And also recommend characters for Character of the Week because it helps. Because we were struggling.
So if you got a character that you want to hear more about, you want us to talk about a little bit, just drop it in the comments. And
either you don't know much about them or you just want us to hear us just nerd up.
Yep, agreed. Just drop it in the comments and we'll see if we can do that one next time. All right. For everybody out there, thank you for tuning in tonight. And we will see you next time.